Hello everyone, I'm Candidate Master Atul Dahale and welcome to my incredible chess channel. Today, I'm going to show you a beautiful game played by our young rising star D Gukesh. He's not only the rising star, I will say he is already there in the top of the league because right now he is in top 20 players in the world. Yes guys, and the game which we are going to see was played in Spanish chess league where Gukesh is playing phenomenal chess. And in this game Gukesh is white, his opponent, a very strong opponent, Gowain Jones, is playing from the black pieces. Without further delay, I'll be starting with the game, but before we go further, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are new here. So let's begin. Gukesh starts with d4. Then Gowain Jones play knight to f6, c4, g6, and then knight c3, d5. Well, Gowain Jones is a very established player who has made a lot of chessable courses. That's why he is more famous now. And okay, earlier also he was famous because he has won multiple championships playing for his country. And the Grunfeld Defense is pit line. And here Gukesh knew that if he goes for normal openings like c captures d5, knight captures d5, e4, knight c3, bc3, this is the normal setup of Grunfeld defense after bishop g7, knight f3, c5 and so on. In this opening, black usually tries to attack on the center indirectly, okay, not putting any pawn in the center of the board but by attacking the center. But Gukesh was not in any mood to allow all these things. He said like, okay, I'm going to play rock solid chess. So instead of capturing on d5, he played knight to f3, okay, bishop to g7. And now here there are many alternatives. Just to let you know, bishop f4 is one of the ideas. Queen b3 is also a Russian system which I have played extensively. And okay, another idea is to capture on d5. And more solid approach which Gukesh actually opted for this game is e3. The point is, after castle, he's going to capture on d5. It is just delayed, but now he captured it. Knight captures d5, and now he plays bishop to c4. The point is, after knight captures c3, b captures c3, c5, the d4 pawn is well protected by e3 as well as c3 pawn, and he doesn't need to worry about the center. Okay, this is a little bit slow approach, but very solid. So here he goes for castle, queen to c7. Now the threat is to capture on d4, c captures d4, and then the bishop on c4 will be hanging. So you need to support the bishop. So he plays queen to e2, supporting the bishop on c4. Then he plays knight c6. It is very usual development which is going on from both the sides, I must say. Now he develops his bishop to a3 square, putting some pressure on this a3 to f8 diagonal. The pawn on c5 is under attack. It needs to be supported, or we can capture on d4. But okay, c captures d4 is actually very interesting option, but white will be getting rook a c1 followed by putting some pressure on the c file. So here maybe that's why Gowain Jones decided to just protect the pawn and wait for some time before capturing on d4. Here he brings the rook on the c file, which is a very obvious move. Always remember, you should bring your rooks on the semi-open file or the files which are likely to be opened up. And the c file is a very important file in this position. Now bishop to b7. Of course, you need to develop your bishop. Now he plays e4, finally going for the center. You can say he is going to advance his pawns, and let's see what happens in this game. I'm not going to reveal everything so that you will be staying till the end. So I will tell you that thing, that stay till the end and enjoy the game. Okay, knight to a5. The bishop is under attack. Bishop needs to move. He plays bishop to d3. And in this position, I have seen some players might think that why not play c4? Well, in the game, c4 was not played. But if you play c4, it will not be that good because bishop will just drop back to b1 or c2 square, and there will not be any attack on the d4 pawn. And center, you can see e4, d4. These pawns are really killing in this position. And the knight on e5 will be looking very stupid in that position. So obviously, he did not go for that thing. He decided to activate his bishop on this diagonal, putting some pressure on the c1 square, you can say. Then he plays rook to b1. Okay, Gukesh said like, I'm going to shift it to the other side, but I will be eyeing towards the b7 bishop because now d captures c5, b captures c5. There are certain threats on the b file. Okay, rook a c8. Of course, he needs to bring his bishop. And now here Gukesh decided to block everything in the center of the board by playing d5. And now here the main fun begins. The point of d5 is after e6 he wants to play c4. Well, in this position you might say like the bishop on d3 is being cramped in this position. It is behind the pawn. But one thing, if you see, then you will understand that bishop is going to be there on this diagonal. The bishop which was not doing that good job on the a3 square will be redirected to the a1 to h8 diagonal. Okay, so here he plays rook c e8. Okay, just putting some pressure on this. So queen moves from this file, queen to c2, and now further he plays f5. Well, now it feels like black is trying to get some counterplay on the king side, because there he has more number of pieces. But Gukesh is very calm player. He says like, okay, you want to play on that side of the board, I will be prepared. I will just play in the center of the board, because I'm not going to just capture everything and allow you everything. So Gukesh plays simple move, rook f e1, just centralizing the rook. F captures e4, bishop captures e4, e captures d5, c captures d5. Now the pawn on d5 is an isolated pawn. But by going for these exchanges, what has happened is that black's king is now exposed. The diagonal here, you can see this whole diagonal is a little bit weak. Plus this diagonal can also be a weakness. So now you can see in future what he is going to play. Here his opponent play bishop to c8, aiming for maybe bishop f5 or bishop g4, getting the piece in the game. But Gukesh has prepared a mighty deadly move in this position. So you can pause the video and think about this position, what Gukesh might have played in this situation. Well, I hope that you have paused the video and thought about the situation. I already mentioned that the line of attack is there, means all these diagonals are ready to be, you can say, get into the fire, and that's what he did. He opened up the diagonal for his bishop and the queen by playing d6. He's sacrificing the pawn in this position. After queen captures d6, he plays rook b d1, getting the rook on the open file. But the main point is to open up the diagonals for the bishops. The king will be under fire in this situation. Queen goes to c7 square, and now bishop d5 check, king to h8. Well, you can play bishop to e6, means maybe you can try playing like that, but it will be just a free piece in that case. So he plays king to h8, and now here he plays bishop to b2 check, bishop g7. It feels like, okay, black might survive in this position, but that's not going to happen. Gukesh gets his another piece in the game, that is knight to g5. You can see the knight on g5, bishop on d5, bishop on b2, queen c2, rook d1, rook e1. Each and every piece from the white side is in the game, and black's pieces, however, are not coordinated in this situation. There are certain deadly threats in this position. Rook captures e8, followed by knight f7 check, and there will be discord attacks in this situation. So here he plays bishop to f5, attacking the queen, thinking like, okay, I might get some chance if the queen moves to some different square. But Gukesh has prepared yet another beautiful move in this position. Incredible move he is going to play. You can again pause the video and think about this position, because this is the moment where he decided the outcome of the game. Well guys, I hope that you have paused the video and thought about the position. The move which he played is truly amazing. That is queen c3. Well, the queen was earlier attacked by the bishop, but he said like, okay, if you want to capture my queen, you can capture, no issues, but capture with this bishop, because I want to checkmate your king. And here rook captures e1, rook captures e1, he plays h6. Okay, I'll just show you what happens if he captures the queen. There is no big secret that after bishop captures c3, the queen is lost, but just for the time being, because there is no space for the king. Queen g7 if you play, then okay, we can just capture the queen in this position. Or is there any other option? Well, capturing the queen is a very simple move, which actually might lead to a draw, because you cannot give rook e7 check, king will be coming here, your knight as well as the rook will be under attack. So it is not a good idea. But there is a deadly move which was prepared by him, that was rook to e7. By playing rook e7, what is happening? If the queen captures on c3, it is not actually a free piece. He's going for the checkmate with rook h7 checkmate. Amazing tactics, isn't it? So that's the reason why he did not go for that thing. Here in this situation, he played h6, but that did not stop the checkmate. Queen captures g7, queen captures g7. And again, in this situation, instead of capturing on g7, the queen, getting back the queen, he played the best move in the position, that was rook e7. What a player, man. What a player. He just goes for the checkmate. There is no alternative. Okay, even if you capture here, rook h7 still is a checkmate in this position. Amazing game. I hope that you enjoyed this game, and if you have watched this video till here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we will be meeting very soon with some new video or game analysis, you can say. Till that moment, bye bye, take care, and love you all.